What had you get into public speaking training in the first place?
Well, I've been a public speaker for a long time within my profession, and I usually would just create PowerPoint presentations and speak from the slides themselves. And I was never really that comfortable in public speaking. I just was forced into it, and then I started to observe how other speakers presented things, and I was aware that some people just really spoke from their heart and didn't use PowerPoints, and it really
Mm,
engaged the audience in ways that I wasn't able to do. So I decided I needed to search for some training.
mm. Yeah, that's great. I really like what you mentioned about how, you're used to building presentations by starting with the slides and creating the PowerPoint and taking it from there. And you started to notice that some speakers just have this organic, natural element to them. It's like the slides, the PowerPoint is just irrelevant. Yep, learning how to be a structured speaker so that you're organic and self-expressed like that really does take you to the next level. That's awesome. And then how did you stumble upon magnetic speaking of all places?
Well, I just started to Google public speaking trainings, and I came across magnetic speaking in San Francisco, which is where I was located. And I noticed that there was weekly drop-in classes, and I really thought about doing that, but I just never was able to uh, get my gumption going and actually go. And so when COVID came and everything went online, it became a much easier decision to just start participating.
Mm.
And so that's how I found you guys.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we were an in-person only company, and then given the COVID pandemic, we had to adapt to the new virtual demand, and now we offer programs online, and it's awesome that you found us that way. And then what did you get? I know that you've done some drop-in classes, but what other programs have you participated in?
I've done several of the boot camps, which were all day programs and I really enjoyed that, being around other speakers. And also your trainers are very good at bringing us together and sharing some of the tools. Uh, and I've also done some one-on-one trainings as well. So
Mm.
I've done a variety of things, but I find that the weekly uh, programs, the 1 hour programs are really helpful just to practice my speaking muscle.
Yeah, keep that momentum going. Great. And if you could just summarize in a couple of sentences, what have you gotten so far out of your participation with magnetic speaking?
Well, I've learned how to speak from my heart and not rely on PowerPoints, and I've learned a lot of the different techniques to engage the audience. I think that's probably the most important thing, and also I've learned that I've become a better communicator with my partner and my friends. So
Mhm.
it sort of goes. Not only does it help with my public speaking, but it also helps in general with communication. So the same
Yeah.
tools.
Yeah, that's so great. I had another client that I worked with in the past, and she had come directly out of a boot camp, and she reached out to me and said the techniques that we learned in the training, I'm finding are making a difference in my relationship with my husband. So it's just music to my ears to hear when what you're learning is also directly translatable to your personal life too, and in your relationships. I mean, it's just communication, whether it's one-on-one or 1 to 10. So that's great.
Absolutely.
And then would you recommend public speaking training to other professionals?
Absolutely. I think, again, at least from my own personal learning, it's so important in all aspects of your life, but surely in business or in giving general lectures for education. It's just, that's all there is communication. So I think I would recommend it highly. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Ken. It's just been nothing but a pleasure being with you today and having you train with us here at Magnetic Speaking. And I look forward to seeing you in our next class.
Great. I look forward to it.